Richard Hubbard for Queensberry Promotions. We're here with Archie Sharp at the O2 April 11th press conference. How's it going, Arch?
Yeah, I'm very well. How are you?
All good. Now, you're on the card. It's a big card.
Yep.
Do we know what we've got in store for you on the night?
Just in negotiations now. Like I say, I want the big fights. They've said about the WBO number 2. I said, of course, that's not a problem. Just guarantee me eliminator for the world title shot. Then obviously we'll take the fight.
Obviously, 2019 was a very productive year for you, and you must look back on it with a lot of satisfaction.
Yeah, very busy year. I've got some good kids, especially with some good amateur background, like the Latvian, Declan Garrity, obviously Leon Woodstock. So yeah, I brought some good kids in last year. Very good.
Jordan McCory in there as well.
Yeah, Jordan McCory, very tough fighter. So yeah, I brought some very good kids last year. Busy.
Now, I think you would probably say this. I think I've heard you or read you say it somewhere, but you weren't overly happy with your last performance, and you thought it was maybe a little bit subpar by your standards.
Yeah, I think so. Probably a little bit harsh on myself. Like I say, that Latvian there was a very good fighter. I boxed some good kids in the World Games, Europeans. Boxed Joe Cordina a couple of times, amateurs. So, like I say, he come from a very good background. But yeah, I think just to be honest with Richard, I felt I was just a bit worn out, a bit burnt out a little bit. I think I was fighting every 10 weeks, title fight. You know yourself, you've got to be in camp all the time. So yeah, and I was very ill, under the weather, scoring the worst results I've ever scored it, being a pro in my strength conditioning and everything. So this wasn't a great night for me. I got through it, I got the win. Yeah, load of rest, and now I'm bounced back quite better than ever for the best shape I've been in.
Is it telling you that perhaps maybe 3 good fights a year is probably enough?
Yeah, you can see why the top have the hard fights. I mean, once or twice a year. You can see why. Obviously, I'm not at that level just yet. I'm not there yet because of the level of opponents I'm fighting at the minute. But once I get to that level, hopefully end of this year, then yeah, you can see why the big fights are once or twice a year.
Did you overlook him a little bit, considering what you'd done before?
Yeah, I definitely overlooked my opponent for sure. Like I said, they chucked that last minute. That was a lastminute.com fight, I think 5 days before. He was supposed to be fighting. Obviously, he got this opportunity, so he jumped straight at it. So yeah, we had a southpaw. We weren't even sparring with 4 southpaws. So yeah, I think it was a bit out the window, but look, I got through it. I got in there, adapted. Like I keep saying to everyone about being able to adapt, and I got through.
How much of a consideration have you given or has been given to fighting for the British title this year? Was it something that was looked at for this time around?
Yeah, well, like I say, being number 3 now in the world, like I'm 1 or 2 fights, and hopefully I can get that fight for the world title fight. That's what I'm aiming for. Obviously, it's nice to have the British and these other belts, but when I turn professional, and even just being in the box, I've been in boxing since the age of 7. My dream is not to be the British champion; it's been a world champion. So obviously, if the belts come and the fights are right and the rewards are right, then yeah, I'll take any fight.
But you're prepared to skip it?
But yeah, I'm prepared to skip it, yeah. Go and win a load of world titles instead.
Moving along a little bit, it's quite strongly reported, but your man, Jamel Herring, will be fighting Carl Frampton on June 13th in Belfast. Is that a trip young Archie will be making?
100%. I'll be there ringside watching, 100%. It'd be nice to get up as well and have the little call out of the winner, which I believe will be Jamel, but we'll see, won't we?
Maybe you get yourself on a little bit of BT punditry that night, maybe?
Yeah, hopefully they can do that, yes. We better speak to BT about that, but hopefully I can. I'll be there ringside, watching the both of them fight, and I look forward to having the winner of that, and then taking that belt.
How does that play out, in your opinion?
Listen, they're both very good fighters. Frampton, as we all know, is a very good champion. So is Jamel. I think the bigger guy just beats the little one, you know what I mean? I think that's what it is. And I think Jamel does beat him. He's a tall... I'm a big super featherweight, and Jamel's a bit bigger than me. So I think Frampton's going to struggle there, for sure.
So I'll ask you about the 2 fights, the principal fights on this show. Do you have a strong opinion on Dubois v Joyce?
I think Daniel Dubois knocks Joyce out. Joyce is a good fighter, he's game. But I think his gameness is going to get him hurt. That's what's going to get him hurt. I think he's going to be too game. I think he can walk forward. And Daniel Dubois punches harder than horse kick, from what I've been told. I don't really fancy finding that out, but from what I've been told, he punches hard.
Now then, Anthony Yard against Lyndon Arthur. Would you know Lyndon from GB days?
No, I don't really know Lyndon that well, but listen, I think that's a good fight, you know. I think that's a very good fight. An up-and-coming prospect, 16-0 himself, I think, is he? Obviously, Yard's a good fighter as well. It's a great fight, that. It's a great matchup, and Lyndon Arthur and his team are not going to take this fight unless they believe they're going to win. And that's the bottom line of it. So I think you're going to see an interesting fight.
Prediction?
Prediction. Why you put me on the spot like that? Because I like both fighters, but I won't be too surprised if there's an upset.
Interesting.
What about you? What's your prediction?
Couldn't possibly say, sir.
Oh yeah, is that fair?
You're the expert. My opinion matters to nobody. You?
Yeah, no, like I say, I think it's a very good fight. Look, Yard's got big punching power. So if Yard catches him early on, mate, Yard could finish it early. But from what I don't know too much about Lyndon Arthur, but like you say, he's come from a good amateur background. They're very hungry, they want the fight, so there could be an upset, do you know what I mean? I think it's a really good 50-50 fight on paper, really.
Archie the Sharpshooter, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.